Trying to find some bits of birch ply for our clamp rack. You never quite find the right size, can you? So I've got a couple of different types of clamps. Why is it so dark? Oh, I haven't got my lights on. Hang on. That's better. A couple of different types of clamps. I've got these parallel jaw clamps, and these are going to go here behind the bandsaw, just like these sort of racks, a simple sort of shelf that they just sit on. And then I've got these sort of heavy duty F clamps. They've got a really wide throat on them, so they're going to go further up the wall here, because where the bar sticks out. And I don't have many of those. They don't take up much space, so they're not going to get in the way of whatever's on the bench. Now, while I was noodling these clamp racks around in my head, I realised that there are some workshop tools and accessories that I haven't really given much thought to, either because I use them all the time without really thinking about it, or they're things that I may not use very often these days, but they're still really useful to have around. There's maybe 5 or 6 of these unsung workshop heroes that I'm going to mention in this video. Let me know in the comments if you've got any others that are on your list. So I'm all set up and ready to go. I've done a bit of measuring, and the parallel jaw clamp rack needs to be that long, and the F clamp rack needs to be that long. So I'm just setting up a little stop on the bench, and this is going to bring in our first unsung hero, and that is double-sided tape. Double-sided tape, I use it all the time in the workshop. I use it as a temporary hold down like I'm doing now. I use it for making jigs. If you just need a temporary hold down, then you can use whatever works best for you. If you want a more permanent fix, then this one, 3M's 9088, is the one I use for jigs and things. A bit more expensive, but definitely worth it. It's a really permanent bond that you get from that. Helps if you clamp the joint up a little bit more. But I'm just going to make these couple of cuts, and then we can start screwing things together. I still have my basic backyard MFT bench in place, so I'm using the Dave Stanton dog locks, now available to ship from within the UK, by the way, to make these cuts. And note that I'm using a birch ply offcut just to balance the rail. And with the tops and backs cut to length, I can cut the side supports corner to corner. The price of birch ply these days, you don't want to waste any. One thing about the F-clamps is they can wobble a little bit when they're on this kind of shelf, so I'm cutting a thin strip off the birch ply to help settle them down. So that's all the cutting done. We start screwing this together, which brings us on to the next unsung hero, and that's this, the flip bit. I had completely forgotten about these. When I did my basic build plywood shelves here, I did everything with just one drill driver, because that's all we have. That's all we have in the basic build toolkit still. And I was drilling a hole, taking it out, putting this driver bit in, and it was hard work. And someone in the comments suggested you should buy yourself one of them flip bits. I'd completely forgotten that I actually had these already. These are the trend ones. Other brands are available. I'm not going to pretend that these are the finest looking or the most precise piece of equipment you'll ever use. However, they let you drill a hole, flip the bit round, and drive a screw in, which is exactly what we need now. So I'm just going to crack on, get these screwed together, and then we'll get on to the next one. Nothing fancy to see here, just glue and screws, and then a quick sand over to clean up the edges and to get rid of the glue squeeze. Wonder where that I got to. Got that piece back to front, doesn't matter, it'll have clamps in front of it. So next unsung workshop hero is something I came across years ago. Multi-purpose drill bits. These ones are by Bosch, but being able to just drill straight through a timber batten and into a wall without completely ruining a drill bit is amazing. When it comes to attaching something to a wall, I think one of the great unsung heroes of workshop or site use is this, a simple, cheap, corded drill. I paid just £5 for this about 15 years ago, and it was the one that spent most of its life in the back of the van, just knocking around, waiting to be used for mixing tile adhesive or filler or something. It's sort of ancient, and I came across it again, and I've got to say, it is fabulous for the money. If you need a hammer drill to get holes in brickwork, then these are absolutely fantastic value and definitely should be in everybody's toolbox. Actually, before we do that, there's one more thing. And that's this CA glue. I've tried all kinds over the years, and most of the time they worked really well at sticking my fingers together, but didn't do great on wooden things. But I found this thicker one to work really well, especially with the accelerant. So there you go, 2 quick and easy clamp racks and 5, I think, unsung heroes, CA glue, double-sided tape, flip bits, multi-purpose drill bits, and good old corded hammer drills. I'm going to call this one done for this week. Thanks for watching. I'll catch you in the next one. All right, take care. Thank you so much for watching. If you'd like to support the channel even further, you can do that by becoming a member at 10 Minute Workshop Plus. Plus is my new independent member platform at 10minuteworkshop.com. There's lots of details over there. You could hit up 10minuteworkshop.plus to sign up directly. It's a free sign up, but with additional benefits for members on a paid plan. Plus members have access to ad-free versions of the public-facing YouTube videos, as well as all kinds of exclusive content, from behind-the-scenes snippets and outtakes to weekly vlogs and additional midweek content, discounts on 10 Minute Workshop products, free plans, plus a lively new members forum where you can get your questions answered, or maybe provide some answers for other folks too. So if any or all of that sounds like your kind of thing, we'd love to have you on board and taking part. There are links down below as always. But that's it for this one. Thanks so much for stopping by. I'll see you in the next one.